Hey guys, good day. Today I'm going to discuss about PHP arrays. So basically array in PHP is just a data type that can store other data types. So I just created this file for testing, and then let's declare first a variable. So to write a variable or declare an array variable, you just need to use the close, or the open and close bracket, and within this bracket you need to store the data. So since this is an array, you can store a dynamic data type. So this one, it can be a string. Can also store a number or maybe a float or any other data types. In PHP we have three types of array. The first one is the indexed arrays. Now this is called index array because the keys are represented using a number. Now as you can see here, we don't see any key, but once we access each element of these values or get the element of the array, you need to use its index. So in PHP, this one here, this first element, it has the index of 0. So an index array, so the first element represent a 0 and not 1. So the next element will be 1, and then 2, and then here this is index number 3. So now we have these indexes. So in order to get a specific value in this array, we just need to use the index. Now let's try to echo index number 2 or this value. So we use the PHP keyword echo, and then specify the array variable, and then using a close and open bracket we just specify the index. So we get this 140, we just need to index 1, write the index 1, and then save the file. Now let's run this code in our web browser and see the result. As you can see, we get the indexed or the element 1, which is 143, or maybe we get the item at index 3, save that one, and refresh. And as you can see, we're able to get the correct data. Another type of array is called associative arrays. For this type, its indexes are named. So as you can see in this array, so this is a person's data, and here the indexes are the person's property. So the person has a first name, last name, and then age, and then here this is the value. So John, last name is Doe, and then age is 3. Now if we're going to transform this one into an index array, so it will look like this one. So it has John, Doe, and then the age. However, this is indexed using a number 0, 1, 2, and this is indexed by a name, first name, last name, then age. So this is more of a descriptive array rather than this one. In order to get the item inside the associative arrays, we just need to use its index name. So now let's run the code in the browser. As you can see, we were able to display the person's data. Another type of array is called the multidimensional arrays. Now this type of array is a combination of the indexed arrays and the associative arrays. Now let's say here, this is an example of a multidimensional arrays which stores the list of a person's data. So as you can see here, this one it's element 0 and this is element number 1. So to access this one later, we need to use its index key numbers, and within the index it's another array which is an associative array, and to get its value we just need to use its key, so 0 on first name. So to get this element or value here, we just need to specify the index, which is this one, index 0, and then the property name, which is this one, the first name. Now let's run this one in our web browser, and as you can see here, we were able to fetch John. And also you can store or modify your multidimensional array to store more data. So maybe on the first element we have the children, and then the children key we have the list or an array of John Doe children. In order to fetch this one, so maybe we fetch this value here, so 0 1 2, so we just use first name. So instead of the first name, we just use the children, then use the key, which is 0. So actually here we just need to remove this one. So let's try to run this one. As you can see here, we were able to get Jane. Thank you guys, and please subscribe to my channel for more tutorials.